So I've been listening to Olivia Dean's new single, Nice to Each Other, and it's a really beautiful song. It's very understated, and it's actually very easy to play on the piano. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to play it. Let's get started. We only have 2 easy chords to get us going, okay? So firstly, you just want to create an F octave in the left hand, okay? That's the first one, and then the second one, we're just going to move that up to a G octave. And we're just going to alternate between these 2 octaves in the left hand. Nice and simple, right? Now, as for the right hand, we're going to start with this A minor triad, and over the F, what we get is an F major 7 chord, which is really nice. And then as we move up to the G octave, our thumb is going to move up to this B, and we're going to create this chord, which is this beautiful jazzy sounding chord that is literally so easy to play. It's only a whole step away, right? And we're just going to alternate between these 2 chords, and that's how we start this song off, okay? Now, there is a certain rhythm that you can play in the right hand, which is like this. Okay, so the way that this rhythm goes is like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and that 1 comes slightly before the left hand changes, okay? Check it out. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay? So that's how we get started with this song. Now, we come back to this beautiful chord progression later on in the song, and the song just like finishes on this beautiful note that's kind of like this. So I'm playing it up an octave because we also have that as an option. You're not limited to any octaves on the piano. You can really play things wherever you want, right? So this is like the next step up with these chords, is adding a little bit of melody to them. And so essentially what we're doing here is we're alternating between these 2 notes and these 2 notes for that first one on the F, with that same rhythm, right? And then as we go up to the G, we're alternating between these 2 and these 2, like that. So beautiful, okay? Now, as for the left hand, we have another option. We don't have to just play octaves, although that makes it a lot easier for us. But to add a bit of movement and to get the rhythm of the song, we can use the root 5, octave 5 arpeggio, which goes like this. Root 5, octave 5. Okay, nice and simple. And you can apply this to any chord. Okay, so we're going to start with this F chord. Root 5, octave 5, root 5, octave 5. Okay? And then we're going to do the same thing on the G. Okay, so with the chords, up an octave, and with that little alternating melody thing, right? And we're already playing the song, and we've already got the vibe in our hands and fingers. Okay, now let's start to play the tune, the melody, right? So the melody is so easy, okay? In the verse, there are only 2 melodic ideas, and they are so simple to play, actually. It's really interesting. That's why I said that this song is very understated. There's nothing fancy going on here, just really nice chord progressions that work and melodies that work, okay? So over the F chord, we come in with this. So you want to have your fingers in this position, okay? So your second finger is on C, middle is on D, fourth finger is on E, and we're just going to have our hands and fingers in this position, okay? So we start like this. See how easy that is? D down to C, E down to D, okay? So that's the first melodic idea. And then the second melodic idea goes like this. See how easy that is? D down to C, E, C, D. D, D, C, E, D, C. That's the pattern. And that's essentially it for the verse, right? Now, as we go into the chorus, we have this pre-chorus where the chord progression changes a little bit, okay? And I want to add an extra note with the thumb, okay? So right now we're just playing the melody note by itself, but what we can do is we've got this thumb available, so we can add an extra note from the chord that's being played. So here we can add this A with the thumb, like this. And then the chord changes to actually an E minor, so we're going to move the left hand down a half step here and the thumb down to G. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to move down a whole step down to D minor, and the thumb is going to move to F, and the second finger is going to move to A, and we're going to play this. Right on that D, and the melody finishes D, C, A. So that's like this. And that's the verse. Now let's go into the chorus. Okay, so we start on F, and the melody goes C, D, C, and then land this C major 7 chord, okay? So C major triad, and our pinky is playing the melody, which is B up the top, okay? B, G, G, E, G, E, D, C, D, E, D, E, G, E. That's the melody. And here, the chord changes to D minor. And then we repeat that. This time around, we go to a C major. Okay, so we just go down to a C, same pattern, and in the right hand, it's the same melody, but this time I'm adding that G with the thumb, which is the 5th of our C major chord. By the way, if you want to learn all about how chords work and the fundamentals of the piano and how to be creative and expressive with them, I've got a full system for unlocking the keyboard and Unlock the Keyboard Pro. So if you're interested in that, check out the top link in the description. So we're on the C, and then we go down to an A. So we ride on this A, and then we have that little melodic idea, E, G, E, and then we do this interesting chord where we go here. Okay, so this is the most buzzy chord of the whole progression. So from the A, 4 times, and then we go down to this G flat, D, G flat, D, just very briefly before landing on an F to finish it off. And the melody goes, okay, it does that nice kind of walk up thing, right? That cool melody thing. A, C, D, E, G. Okay, so that was a lot of information. Let me just go through the whole chorus slowly. Okay, I messed it up there at the end a little bit, but that's essentially how you play it. Those are the chords, and those are the melodic ideas. And of course, after that, we come back to the original progression and chords that we started with. And you can do a whole bunch of different stuff with this, right? You can play it up an octave, like we've already looked at. You can even go up another octave. Sounds beautiful. And maybe when you come into the verse, you can play the octaves in the left hand that we looked at the start. Add that extra note with the thumb. Right, so there are a whole bunch of different ideas to explore there, but again, the progression itself and the melodies are very simple to play, and I think with a little bit of practice you can easily be playing this on your piano at home or at your friend's house or wherever you can find a piano to play on. Okay, so that's the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy playing this tune, Nice to Each Other, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.